They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill in the final seconds of the first half as the Ravens push further out in front.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you all... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw.
He got to me.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check Mike 40. Check.
A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
They're going to be off the chain. And I know exactly where I'm putting his ass at, too. I'm putting his ass right on my line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 2nd and 10, Newton again. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
15's mine. I got 15. 15's mine.
On first down, Newton. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
I see how you was pump faking now.
Oh, yeah.
I probably need some of that.
Now Newton on first down. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it.
No, you can barely
It'll be a
tackle.
3-yard gain, and it's a second down.
I try to get the ball.
Everyone's going to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Well, I ain't double tapping. I was trying to zip it, and it made me pump fake. Messed up my whole route for my dude.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. 48,
To the air again, Newton. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing. But there are plenty of other guys out there, too. If Zeke comes along, you got to take him. Melvin Gordon, if they both come to camp. We'll see how that works out. How about Todd Gurley and his health? Because, boy, when he touches the ball,
it's coming and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
it really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
The cornerback came across that motherfucker, dog.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
54, Mike. Check.
No, I try to take it first.
Let's go, defense.
Only things I know is bird. I don't there's an eye.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And just a small glimpse.
Hold on, let me see. My tight end ain't right, man. I'm not right. Who is this? I know that's Hurst, but what Hurst do? Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I told Will, like he got to lose on. I told Will, those, he said he can sell those for 600. I told him, Jay's yeah, but I said Jay's outsell him. I told him Jordan's gonna have a higher resale value than any tennis.
Yeah, because dumbass black people go by.
You just bought those.
They like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
They like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Like black people.
Now a first down carry, it's Hill. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain.
Again, it's Hill. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Watch your slant.
They'll try and run forward with Hill. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here we go. Watch the run. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Night, sweetheart.
Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Change him. 54. Coverage. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. You must be treated. Check 52. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Watch what's going. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Slam, let it go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Can't take your hand off. What the fuck I just did?
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
I tried to fire the linebacker do it, but
Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Tucker with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go. Let's go.
My defense is still good. It's fucking good.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 75 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Oh, he's doing something on the line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Mike 54. Mike 54. I got you, boy. Check 3. SOS.
Now Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 5-4. Under 10. 10. Shit. Watch the shit.
To throw is Jackson.
How the hell they let him through?
And he's
How
brought
did he
down.
get
It's a
through?
Panther sack. Bruce Irvin able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Oh, shit.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch the screen.
To try again after the sack. Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Up 3 minutes back. You know, cover 3 is a high safety.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Undercut, undercut, undercut. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Go, go.
Play action. It's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play. Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Good thing.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton, and he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield?
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Pernell McPhee in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
With it is Brown.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Check 59, Mike home. Mike to 59. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike, check, 59. Bring it.
They go play action now. Jackson. Flush to his right. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's got room. And they've got him well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
You're
handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls plural.
But I like where we're going with this. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.
Or that might be rainwater.
It is rainwater. Okay, whatever was still left in there.
Morehead 47.